The one Daniel always said looked beautiful on her. She was stirring soup while Daniel leaned over her shoulder, smiling, whispering something into her ear. They looked too close. Too comfortable. Too familiar. Grace stood there for a moment, frozen. Then she cleared her throat. Victoria turned around, and for a brief second, her eyes looked guilty. But then, she smirked. She actually smirked. And with a voice as sweet as sugar, she said, "Oh, Grace, we didn't hear you coming." Grace didn't raise her voice. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She simply said, "Victoria, we need to talk." And Victoria, without flinching, replied, "About what?" That's when Grace knew. She knew she had opened her doors to a snake. She knew something deep had already been broken. But what she didn't know was how far this betrayal would go. Grace didn't sleep that night. She lay in bed, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. Beside her, Daniel snored like everything was normal. Like nothing had happened. Like he wasn't slowly drifting into someone else's arms right under her nose. And Victoria. She was sleeping in the guest room like a princess. No shame. No apology. No regret. The next few days were heavy. Daniel hardly spoke to Grace. And when he did, his words were cold and dry, like dust. He started picking fights over small things. He barely looked at Bella. He spent more time on his phone than with his family. And Victoria, well, she stayed longer in the mirror now. Wore lipstick to sit on the couch. Always looked fresh, always smiled when Daniel entered the room. Grace tried to hold on. For her daughter. For her home. For the dreams they once built. But one evening, everything shattered. Daniel came home and called Grace to the living room. Victoria was already sitting there, legs crossed, eyes glowing like she was waiting for a show. Then Daniel said the words that crushed Grace's soul. "I want a divorce." Just like that. No explanation. No softness. No shame. Grace stood still. Her baby asleep in her arms. Her heart shaking like a leaf in the wind. And Victoria. She didn't even pretend to be surprised. She just looked down at her nails and smiled. Grace didn't say a word. She didn't cry. She didn't beg. She walked into her room, packed a small bag for herself and her baby, picked up Bella gently, and left.